Good Monday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Peterson, and let's go in and talk about the weather for your Monday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state? Looking at nice conditions, no rainfall statewide. But if we see what's going on throughout the entire U.S., we have some rainfall going on throughout the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic. Going down, we have some severe weather with some flash flooding in Arkansas, Tennessee getting some rainfall over inside of Montana, Wyoming. And then the West looks pretty good. West looks pretty good over there. Now for our cloud cover, we do have some cloud cover in the low country, the Grand Strain areas, parts of the Petey areas, and the upstate also has some cloud cover kind of sprinkled in here and there. We also do have some clear spots going on inside of the Midlands, going on in other portions of the PD areas, and overall it looks like that it is trying to clear out right now. But if we go on and look at that cloud cover for the future, we obviously know that that's not really going to be the case for too long. We're still going to have cloud cover here. This is at 4 o'clock p.m., where you can see cloud cover going on throughout the Midlands, the Low Country. But watch as we go into tonight. This is 12 o'clock in the morning. Cloud cover, again, not really too prominent. So I do believe that cloud cover is not really going to be the main concern for today, and it's not really even going to be too much of an issue statewide. Current temperatures, we're talking about 80 in Somerville, Charleston, Beaufort, 80 in Orangeburg, as well as 81 in Columbia, 81 in Florence, and 80 inside of Georgetown, Myrtle Beach, 78 in Greenville, 79 in Spartanburg, 80 Gaffney, as well as York, 79 in Clemson. Air quality for today looks like that we are pretty good. We do have some moderates going on up there inside of the very far upstate, but for the most part, most of us are inside of the green good area. The green good area. So if you're in the yellow today, just make sure that you're paying attention for that air quality as you move into today. High temperatures for today, we're talking about 89 in Greenville, 90 Spartanburg, 93 Columbia and Sumter, as well as 94 in Florence, 93 Orangeburg, Walterboro, 92 in Charleston, Georgetown, and even 88 in Myrtle Beach. Heat index for today, those values are going to be up to around 100 to 105 degrees today, maybe even a little bit more. So make sure that you are paying attention to those heat index values today, as you know, even though the high temperature may not show too much, the heat index values will be pretty high up there. Now, as we go on and take a look at our winds for today, winds are going to be honestly around 10 to 15, maybe even a bit higher than that in terms of miles per hour. So sustained winds, we're going to be pretty high, and then wind gusts going to be up to around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Now, in terms of rainfall, rainfall is possible up there in parts of the upstate, parts of the low country, and maybe a little bit of the Midlands, but overall, not too much as we move into today, and we'll go over the models in just a moment, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But not too much really is expected here as we go throughout the rest of the day today. SPC outlook, though. We do have a slight risk of severe weather. You see it up there in the upstate, Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill. Slight risk of severe weather. Why? Well, damaging winds of up to 60 miles per hour is expected. So you have a 15% risk of seeing damaging winds today up there inside the upstate. And if you're in the low country, or not the low country, well, I guess kind of a little bit, you're in that light green area, low country, Grand Strain areas, you don't have any risk of any sort of severe weather. It's just a regular thunderstorm risk. Now, if you're in the dark green, the marginal risk of severe weather, you have a 5% risk of damaging winds. So 15% in the yellow, 5% in the green, less than a 5% in the light green. So if we go on and take a look at excessive rainfall is possible in the upstate today: Greenville, Spartanburg, Gaffney, Anderson, Clemson, Pickens, Walhalla, Lyman, Taylors. All these areas, isolated flash flooding is expected today throughout this area. So I think that's mainly going to be a late night thing tonight. Crazy score for today, we're at a 56. Not quite in that severe category, but I guess because it's not really covering the entire state. That's probably why. And so we're in that strong category: strong storms, heavy rain, wind, maybe a couple of severe storms today. So make sure that you're paying attention, especially up there in the upstate where that threat is the highest. Now, as we go on and take a look at the models, going to push this through. We start to see some showers and storms, maybe trying to get going around 12 to 1 o'clock p.m. Not a whole lot. Get to around 4 p.m. or so. Still not seeing too much. You get to 8, 9, 10. But there goes the severe weather risk. Not today. You may be thinking, okay, well, the severe weather risk is today. No, it's not today. Not today. It is tonight. Tonight. That's when the severe weather risk is going to take place. And you can see as it moves through around 11 to 12 o'clock in the morning. And we have showers and storms, maybe of up to 60 miles per hour, moving in throughout the upstate late night tonight. And then even as you go into the morning hours tomorrow, you're still seeing some good rainfall going on in the upstate. So rainfall activity, thunderstorm activity is definitely still going on. Definitely is still going on up there inside of the upstate. And I do believe that with this risk of severe weather, that flash flooding threat may cause some issues. May cause some issues. But that's all I have to say here for today. Make sure you go and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. We right now have 757 subscribers trying to get to that main goal of 800. Let's go in and get there. I will be back tonight, hopefully, 9 o'clock p.m. with your Monday evening forecast update. Make sure that you are there for that.